Yeah, so Bandit, he doesn't run from me anymore. I think he's scared of the camera though. He doesn't like the camera too much. Cause when I showed the camera to him, like pointed at him, he like ran away from me. You okay, Bandit? Okay. Yeah, I think he's a little wary of the camera. You okay, buddy? Because it looks weird, you know. So he's like, "What is that?" But if he wants something, he'll come to me, and like if he wants me to, like put food in his bowl, I'll put food in his bowl, then he'll come to me. Like he doesn't like it if like it's in the feeder. It was in the feeder. The feeder is full, but he didn't want to eat from the feeder. He's like, what the fuck is this? Like put it in a bowl, and he's like sitting next to the empty bowl, and like, well, he's like, hey, put the food in there, as if to say, put the food in there. And I ignored him, right? I was like, well, the food's right there. Just eat the food. But he didn't want to. He's like, nope. And he just kept sitting there in the bowl looking at me. He's like, all right, he really, really wants me to put the food in the bowl. So I put the food in the bowl, and he started eating it then. He's kind of funny. He's funny like that. He doesn't talk, and then you get meowing. Meow, meow. And that's pretty much how Bandit acts. This is Orochimaru. He's a real picky eater. Like I mean, he's young. He's less than a year, so he likes to like eat live. He mostly likes to eat live crickets or live worms. The only time he started eating crickets that were dead was because I had the crickets feeding on like tomatoes and lettuce, so they smelled like tomato and lettuce. So that's when he ate it. He quickly ate a freshly dead cricket. That and then, because the crickets don't last that long. So then he ate the dead cricket. Other than that, most time he doesn't like eating them. I have some freeze dried ones. He'll eat the freeze dried ones, but he prefers live crickets because he likes to chase them around and eat them. He's funny like that. And he likes to move his furniture around. He doesn't like these red things, these are food pellets. He doesn't like the food pellets. The only time I ever seen him eat the food pellet if it was in the water. And I just put it in the water, and he was kind of trying to eat the little freeze-dried worms that were in the water, and the pellets were in the way. So he ate the pellets then. But most of the time, he doesn't like eating these red food pellets. I just even just clean them up. I gotta just get them out of the cage, because he's just gonna like get him wet. Like if I feed him water, because he needs water. If you don't give him water, he'll like start hissing at you. He started puffing up and like. The one time when I moved, I kept feeding him, right, but I forgot to give him water because like he was in a cage and the cage was in the van. It took like a day or two to move in, and I forgot to feed him water. And the next day, when he finally moved in, like 2 days later, he started hissing at me like opened his mouth and hissing and puffing up his body, make himself look big. Like what's wrong with him, And because he needed water. Like, oh shit. Because the thing is, why I took it for granted, because I always put these water bowls in here, but he never drinks them. I've never seen him drink them. Most of the time the water's just in there, and I guess he sips it when I'm not looking. So that's what it is. This water bowl, he sips it when I'm not looking. That's what it is. And I noticed another thing lately. Now he'll knock the water bowl over and drink the water off the floor. He doesn't like to drink water from the bowl. Only once or twice I've seen him drink from the bowl, but he does need water. So now I make sure I what's the name him, because I thought he was mad in here. He's going wild or something. He kept hissing at me and shit, and puffing up and opened his mouth hissing. So I was like, well, I'm not touching him. So I put water in a water gun and kept shooting him with the water gun till he stopped doing it. He's like, I can't put it in his mouth and drinking the water. And then I figured out what he wanted. What he wanted was water. Because I was feeding him crickets. I went to PetSmart and bought lots of crickets and lots of worms, but I didn't realize he needs water constantly, even though, to my knowledge, he never drank the water. Okay, so now I know he definitely needs. So now I make sure I get his water all the time, and then he'll eat it on his leisure. And this is Rodimus Prime in here, and Galvatron. He likes to knock them over all the time. He thinks they're his friends. I mean, just like he always moves his furniture around. His furniture here, he always moves his shit around. He likes to knock them over. I always stand them up, and like a couple minutes later, he'll knock them over. That's how he is. Like his props. Cause one time he was scared of Rodimus Prime, because I have this thing here, this dragon, this statue of a dragon, and I sat Rodimus Prime on top of it, and then he was afraid to knock Rodimus Prime off of it for a long time. He kept staring at him like, because he likes to sit on this. You know, he likes to sit on this. And I put Rodimus Prime on top of it, and he's like, get this fucking thing off of it. He was scared to knock it over for a long time, but then after a while, he realized, hey, that thing's not moving. He's not alive. Rodimus Prime's not alive, so he just knocked him over and took his rightful crown, his rightful throne, in the throne of swords. Anyway, that's how it goes. So, ergo, concordantly, vis-a-vis. Okay, that's how it goes. Yeah. So I'm gonna feed. I also feed him baby food, but it takes a long time to feed him baby food. Man, he doesn't really like it because he likes live. You know, likes live. But I had to feed him because I can't keep going back to PetSmart. It's like 5 miles away. Now it's much further away than it was when I used to live over in Canarsie. It's like, oh fuck, so I just kept trying to feed him baby food, but he takes forever to eat it. You have to hand feed him, and he doesn't like being hand fed anything. Even if you try to hand feed him a live worm, he won't want to eat the worm. He'll like, hey, put it down so I'll eat it when I'm ready. He likes to chase it around and eat it, So it's a hard deal trying to get him to eat anything from by hand to hand, like feeding him by hand. So it takes me like 15 minutes to feed him 3 spoons of baby food. It takes like 15 minutes, man. He'll just stare at it forever. You have to like almost antagonize him with it to get him to eat it. He'll just stare at you forever. You have it in his face like, come on, eat, and he'll just look at you like, fuck you. And eventually, if it's there long enough, he'll eat it. And sometimes you can fool him to make him think it's alive by like moving it around. For a long time, he'll move around in front of him. Then eventually, he'll eat it. He does things in his own time. And the only thing he'll eat right away if you put in front of him is like a leaf of lettuce, or spinach. He'll eat that right away. But other than that, he doesn't really like being hand fed anything. That's how he is. And that's my story on Orochimaru, the bearded dragon. I would put another lizard in here, but it has to be the same size as him, because if it's a smaller lizard, he'll eat it. He'll think it's like they're a little cannibal, kind of. I seen a YouTube video, and a guy had a little baby dragon in front of a great grown bearded dragon, and it tried to eat it. It's like, just like it eats a insect. So he's like that, they're crazy. So I was gonna give him like a playmate, but if I give him a playmate, he might eat it if it's not the same size as him. So that's how Orochimaru is, okay? I named him after the bad guy from Naruto. All right. Speaking of Naruto, I need to go back to karate. I've been playing hooky for a month because I bailed out and going to the tournament. I was supposed to go to a tournament in June and I didn't go. I took a day off. Anyway, I was supposed to go, and I just flaked on going because I didn't get everything I needed to get done, like how to get there and everything, the logistics. And I wasn't sure I had all. And then I had it's lazy. That's how I was feeling lazy that day, and didn't go. I kind of bailed. In my defense, I did need to upgrade my motorcycle, and I needed a day off to do it. So I was kind of debating, hey man, I'm taking a day off. I should just work on a motorcycle and put in the speed booster, rather than go to a tournament. Well, in the old days, you had to tear me away from going to a tournament, man. That's how I'm getting old. I don't know, I'm getting flaky. And when I have the ability to total a-holes, just do it, man. Just do it. Anyway, that's my story. Let's go. VF Warlord forever. And tune into Naughty Bev Pets for all your great pet videos. I got to start distributing my videos more, evenly into their own respective channels, rather than have like a variety channel, which is like a jack of all trades, master of none. It's better to have specific channels for specific things. A channel for the bike, a channel for music, and a channel for my pets, and then a separate channel for video games and TV. It works out better that way. You get way better results that way. Anyway, that's how it goes. Let's go. VF Warlord out. Subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe to VF Warlord forever and ever and ever and ever. Right, Orochimaru?
Yeah, subscribe to my channel. Let's go.
I'm one. If I see, I want to feed him live because if I feed him live, he's gonna like. He's not gonna. We're not gonna eat the regular food. I'm trying to feed him some baby food to see, eat something different. And that would be a freaking 10-minute video trying to give me that shit. Let me tell you. Yeah, it confuses them because the more you feed them live stuff, the less they want to eat the freeze-dried worms. And I have a large container of this. I need to keep feeding them this. I have way more of this than I have of live food. You know? Only thing I'm gonna feed them live is because the crickets die really fast. They die within 5 days, so you really have to feed them really rapidly. Yeah. All right. He needs to have a better diet. I make sure he has a balanced diet. All right. VF Warlord out.